Hi there, I'm Natasha. This is my channel, Always Be Crafting, and welcome to Saturday. And on Saturdays, I sew. Today is Saturday, July 12th, and it's a very busy day of sewing. It's actually been a very busy week of sewing because, if you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, thank you for joining us. I hope you like what you see. I hope if you do like it, you hit the thumbs up, and I hope you join us on a regular basis by hitting the subscribe button. But more importantly, if you've been before, maybe you were here a year ago or a year before that, and you saw that in the summertime, I get to work one of my favorite jobs of the year, which is wardrobe for a professional theater that comes through and does summer stock. And I get to work wardrobe, which just means I assist the wardrobe designer and I fix things. Whatever she wants me to do, I do it. And then during the run of the show, I help out kind of overseeing the interns, making sure they're getting done what they need to be done. They're very, very, well-informed, well-taught young ladies in this case. And I don't think I've had to teach them anything. They just kind of know it. They are very well educated. But I'm there to lend a helping hand and just be the supervisor during the run of the show. The show opens, actually, we have our first preview audience this morning. It is, 10:15 on Saturday morning. And we have a preview audience today at 1. Which means I'm leaving in 15 minutes to get to the theater to start setting up. The first job I have is we've added suspenders. Oh, we're doing Beauty and the Beast. We did that 2 years ago. We are doing the Little Mermaid. And we were having some problems. Ursula's underskirts were slipping. So last night I attached some suspenders to her underskirts in the front. And so my first job when the actress playing Ursula comes in is ask her to get into her underskirts, so I can measure and make sure they're correctly sized so I can secure the suspenders to make sure that they hold up because her costume is so heavy. And this week I've just been on Ursula duty. The costumes were a rented package this year. Unfortunately, the woman I work for, her name's Lauren. She's fantastic. She came in after the costumes were already ordered, so she did not have any say in what was ordered. Unfortunately, I think she probably could have done a much better job of just building the costumes, but that's not the luck she had. So she's had to just problem solve the costume package that arrived. And she's come up with some wonderful designs. And the Ursula came with the smallest, teeniest, tiniest tentacles I've ever seen. Tiny, this big. How do you have an Ursula with less than 2 feet of tentacles? It was ridiculous. So she and the interns got right to work creating the tentacles. And then when I joined the show, she's like, can you please install them? So that's what I was doing. I was installing and finishing up Ursula when I joined this week. And it's been a labor of love. So I'm on Ursula duty and I'm Ursula's dresser for the show. And I love it. I love it. I'm thrilled. The interns handle all the quick changes, which is a big change from the last 2 years where I had at least a couple of quick changes. I tend to usually handle the equity performers in general, but it's kind of nice not having to do any quick changes. I'm not going to lie. They're not my favorite part. My favorite part is the fixing and the MacGyvering. Anyways, I'll try to take photos and add those in throughout the day, but you would have seen that I did do some sewing, some personal sewing this morning. So I am, if you've been here before, especially recently, I've been talking about my trip to England, which is happening. This show closes on the 27th and I leave on the 29th for England. Yay! I'm so excited. And I did mail my quilt. Again, if you've been here before, you know what I'm talking about. It went out on Monday and I put an air tag in it. So I watched it. I watched its travel. It safely arrived in England where it needed to be. So my quilt is there. next time I see it will be at the Festival of Quilts in Birmingham. I'm very excited for that. What else can I say? What was I saying? Oh, so I'm going to England, and I'm starting to, pack and get ready. What do I need? I'm traveling on Aer Lingus, and their baggage, like carry-ons and stuff, are a little different than JetBlue, which is when I do domestic travel, the airline I typically travel on. Their baggage sizing and whatnot is a little different. So I'm probably going to make some bespoke luggage, if you will, for my travels. And I've been working on that. And I've also been working on my clothes, because I think it's nice if I'll be traveling with all these crafters. I kind of want a couple more me-made items. And I've had some shirt patterns that I wanted to try. Easy shirt patterns. So I had the Hansi top from Seamwork. That was for woven shirts. You saw me cut that out of the black and white dandelion fabric. Again, it's for wovens, so I'm using quilting cottons. And the Hansi was a free pattern when I got it from Seamwork. Gosh, I got it a few months ago, so I'm not sure if it's still available as a free pattern, but Seamwork appears to be a very reliable educational resource if you're learning how to sew. I have not done any of their videos for learning how to sew, because I know how to sew. Not that I know everything, obviously, but I have not invested in any of their classes. It hasn't felt like something I personally need. That being said, their website looks like very easy to use, and this shirt came highly recommended. I think it was during, there was one of those Instagram challenges. Was it May? No, April? March? One of the months where I was looking for free patterns. I think it was March. And people were mentioning different patterns out there in the universe that were free. And I believe the Hansi came recommended during that time by a couple of different YouTubers. And so I was like, oh, I'm interested. I downloaded it, and I had not had a chance to make it up. I had printed it off, taped it together, but I had not yet made it. So I'm like, it looks easy enough. I'm going to make it. The other one you saw me cut out of the kind of cheetah print turquoise fabric, that's a stretch knit fabric. And that is actually a pattern that I copied from a favorite t-shirt that is similar to the Hansi in the sense that it's a grown-on sleeve, so it doesn't have sleeves that need to be added. I'm looking for things that are fast. So I had a t-shirt that I really liked, but it's really worn out. It's got a stain or two on it, so I never wear it. And I'm like, I hate throwing it away because it's one of my favorite t-shirts. So I've kept it because I love the t-shirt. And then I thought, I love it so much, maybe I should just copy it. And it's a green t-shirt, so I called it, my green tea. So if you saw me label my pattern, it was my green tea pattern. And so I figured the best thing to do is copy it and just go for it. Hopefully I gave it enough of, seam allowance, etc. I won't know until I try. And the fabric itself, that, turquoisey cheetah print fabric, was something from Joann's before they went out of business that I had purchased during their going out of business sale when it was drastically reduced. I purchased a lot of that fabric. I want to say maybe 4 yards. So I still have a significant amount of that fabric left. I'll probably use it to make shorts, because I'm assuming this shirt will probably be a sleep t-shirt, and then I'll probably make a pair of sleep pants or shorts with the leftover fabric, because there's another pair of pants. There's a pants pattern that I want to try, and I thought, I don't need to make full-length pants to try the pattern. I can make shorts to try the pattern. And I thought, I'll try it with this fabric. The first time you try, it's nice to try with fabric you're not, married to, or you're going to be sad if it doesn't work out. Sale fabric is a really good, fabric you got on discount clearance is really good for that purpose. So I think that's what I'll do. And then I'll have a new pair of pajamas. And hopefully everything fits and is comfortable. And worst case scenario, hopefully they can be at least pajamas. So those are the two things you saw me cut out this morning. Not sure when I'll get a chance to sew them, but hopefully during the week, because once the show opens, I won't be doing sewing during the week for the show. the last thing you saw me cut out and put into a little project bag right here, I was cutting out strips of fabric for my Craftivist quilting bee. This month I had meant to do it, well, I had done my dodgy bag. Did I show you my dodgy bag? Let me pause you. I'm going to go grab my dodgy bag. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. And I think instead of hitting pause again, I hit stop record and re-record. Whatever. Editing Natasha will take care of it. Last week, I did the letters, the word dodgy, because I was making a dodgy bag. During the week, I don't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday, but I did make myself a dodgy bag from the quilted letters, and I'll show it to you now. Start with where the word dodgy actually begins. There you go. So it starts with a heart, and then D-O. Then you turn D-O-D. Get the straps out of the way. G-Y exclamation point. So I added some of my soft vinyl at the bottom because I like a nice waterproof bottom. I added this knit fabric look, lightweight canvas to the top and the inside. I just think it looks fun. The straps are there. I love my dodgy bag. It is dodgy and I love it. I love it. I think it's fabulous. And I've been using it all week as my bag that I fill up to go to and fro from the theater. So I'll put this in. So this is the kit with all the printed letters for my Craftivist bee. So now that I tested out the blocks and I got approval from the queen bee that yes, the letters look fine. Obviously she wants capitals, not lowercase, but otherwise she's fine with the alphabet. My word is a two-part word, or two words put together, compound word. Mental health is what I'm in charge of. So I've printed out all those letters. And color-wise, she said, kind of a cacophony of color. So you saw me cut out strips of fabric. I was going to go through my scrap boxes, but I realized it would actually take me more time, and it'd be fine if I was working from home, but I think I'm going to actually have time to sew at the theater. So I think I'm better off just taking this project to the theater and sewing there. I did consider bringing my own sewing machine, but the Juki's really heavy and the faff is really heavy. The other faff is on loan, and my featherweight, even though it's not technically very light, it's not featherweight, is still at my mother-in-law's, and I don't know if I have time to stop by her house to pick it up. If I have time to stop by her house, I'll grab it on my way to the theater. But I did think about bringing the Juki today because it would help with Ursula's dress, but it's so heavy and I didn't pack it up. So that's it. I got to get going. I will take lots of pictures of what I work on at the theater. You'll see I'll either pick up my featherweight along the way or I won't. And I will work on this project because everything else is packed other than a sewing machine. There are sewing machines at the theater. They're not like the best sewing machines, but they would get the job done. And that's all that really matters, right? You just got to get the job done. All right. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And hopefully the rest of the video has some good photos.